Hey there, Jane. Can you talk right now? I was waiting for you to respond to my other text, but you're taking too long. What are you doing right now? Why aren't you responding to me? Are you even looking at your phone right now?
Oh, yes, sorry. I'm just seeing everything right now. Is there something that you wanted to talk to me about, Henry?
Is that really all you have to say after how long you've been keeping me waiting? Don't you know that you need to get back to me right away?
Okay, well, I'm really sorry that I didn't, but I didn't notice any kind of notification on my phone.
And why was that? Were you doing something that you don't want me to know about? Because I was sending you so many messages and you just weren't responding to any of them at all. You know you kept me waiting for a whole 5 minutes?
And I said that I was sorry to have kept you waiting that long, Henry, but I wasn't looking at my phone.
And what I want to know exactly is what you were doing that was preventing you from doing so. Because when I send you a message, I expect you to read it and respond to it right away.
If you really must know, I was in the bathroom up till now. My stomach was giving me a little trouble, and so I left my phone in the living room and just went to the toilet. And that's why I was away for so long and wasn't able to respond to you right away, okay?
I really just don't know what to do with you, Jane. I mean, how many times are you going to make me tell you to always take your phone with you no matter where you're going? This is why I tell you to do that. You never know when I'm going to message you, and you need to be able to answer me right away. You know how upset it makes me when you don't get back to me while I'm trying to talk to you, don't you?
Oh, trust me, I know that a little too well. But anyways, it won't happen again, okay?
Well, are you going to tell me what you've been up to since this morning, then?
Okay, I did the laundry, and then I hung it up to dry, and I've been cleaning parts of the house, too. Next, I was going to mow the lawn and tend to my garden since it's a nice day outside.
And that's really all you've been up to today? You promise me?
I also switched the sheets on the bed since I was going to be washing the old sheets. And then I also ran out to go to the store and pick up some things that we needed.
Well, I hope that you stayed within the budget that I gave you for shopping, Jane.
I'm really sorry about this, but we're just about $10 over budget.
$10? Are you out of your mind? Why in the world did you spend so much money?
Well, I thought that everything I needed to get was going to be within the budget, but I guess that the price of eggs went up again. So by the time I got everything we needed to, I just happened to be about $10 over.
I really just don't even know what to say to you right now. Here you are, supposed to be a housewife, and you can't even stick to a simple budget.
Well, the only reason for that is because you're giving me too narrow of a budget to work with. I am doing everything that I can to pinch pennies and cut corners where we can, but if prices go up, then I can't help that.
I wonder if you even realize how obvious the excuses you're trying to give me right now is.
I really am not making up any excuse at all. Besides, what about last month? We were actually under budget then. So basically, we're just coming out even if you think about it.
We're not talking about last month's budget right now, are we? I give you a budget and I expect you to stick with it. You need to quit thinking that you can get away with acting like nothing I say matters. I'm giving you rules to follow here.
Right. I'm sorry, Henry. I shouldn't have gone over budget. You're right.
I mean, really? Do you have any idea just how hard I work for us? You really just have no pity at all for all that I do. That's it. I have to put my foot down. You are not going to be having any dinner tonight.
But, Henry, you didn't let me eat any dinner yesterday either.
That's right. And do you remember why? It was because you forgot to iron all of my shirts. I have enough shirts to get through the week, and you screwed up my order. Honestly, just how many years have we been married already? Why am I still having to talk to you about this?
We've almost been married 3 years now, Henry.
That's right. And in these 3 years, I would really have thought that you'd smarten up by now. I mean, you know that I go to work every single day just so we can afford to live the life we have. It's your job to take care of the house while I'm gone. But it's like I have to explain to you how to do your job even after all this time.
Well, I promise that next month I won't go over budget, okay? You have my word, Henry.
I don't want us wasting even a single penny from now on. Do you understand me? I work my butt off every single day for the money I give you. It's just rude when you waste my money because you're basically telling me that you don't respect all the work that I put in to take care of us. Don't ever forget that.
Okay, you know that I really appreciate just how hard you work for the both of us, Henry.
You say that you understand, but I really don't think that you quite get it. That's why you think you're fine going $10 over budget.
Please, Henry, You know that I'm not ungrateful for all that you do. I'm so happy that you work so hard for the both of us. You know how thankful I am for you. I promise you that I won't ever make a mistake like this again.
Well, you're going to have to do better than just a promise. That's why you're going to show me that you mean it through your actions. Anyways, my lunch break is over, so I have to get back to work now. And I'm not going to be back home until 7 tonight, okay? So you better have dinner ready and a bath drawn for me by then or else. Got it?
Of course, and I was thinking of making some fish and rice for dinner, if that was okay.
That's fine. Just be careful with how much salt you use this time, okay? The last time that you cooked fish, I felt like I was dying in the desert by the time I finished.
Okay, I'll be sure to use less salt this time. I didn't realize I used too much the last time.
Well, I say that it's high time that you did learn. I mean, we've already been married for 3 years now. When are you going to get serious and make me food that I actually enjoy eating, huh? You really are useless sometimes. Do you know that?
I'm sorry, Henry. I really don't mean to be. But anyways, I'll get back to cleaning the house then. Good luck with the rest of your day, Henry.
1 week later.
Hey there, Henry. I just wanted to let you know that there was a big package delivered to the house, and it appears to be addressed to you. Did you order something online or something like that?
That's right. I ordered a bunch of snacks for myself online. I had a coworker who was eating some chips from abroad, and I just had to get myself some. He was always eating at the office and offering them to people who walked by his desk, so I knew that I would really like to have some.
I see. But it's really just that this box is, well, really, really big. Do you mind if I ask how many bags you bought?
Yeah, of course. I ordered about 200 bags of chips, so that makes sense.
Hold on a second. You ordered 200 bags of chips from another country?
Well, yeah. I was going to start taking them with me for a snack at work from now on, so...
But then, how much did all of this cost for you to buy and have shipped here?
It cost me about $300. Pretty cheap when you stop and actually think about it. It's just like $1.50 per bag of chips, so I couldn't pass that up.
But you're telling me that you spent $300 on snacks for yourself?
What is your deal, Jane? Why is it not clicking for you? It's my money, so I'll spend it however I want. Thank you very much. If you have a problem with how I spend my money, then why don't you go and earn your own, huh?
Henry, I'm just confused because this isn't the first time that you've done something like this. Remember that juice that you really liked for a little bit? You bought a couple 100 pouches as well and then never ended up finishing them.
Well, that's because I had my fill of the juice and I wasn't as into it anymore. Is that really so bad? Are you telling me that I'm not allowed to do that or something?
That's not what I'm saying, Henry, but what happened to getting serious about saving money where possible? I just don't understand how spending $300 to import potato chips was a good use of money.
You really just don't know what you're talking about at all. You need to save money because you're using my money. Get it? But when I spend money on myself like this, it's because I need some relief now and then. So anyways, don't think that you can use this as some excuse to stop saving money when possible.
Of course not, Henry. I wasn't going to stop trying to save your money, but how can I go out and earn my own money when you don't want me to have a job?
And just what would someone useless as you even do for a living, huh?
Well, I'm just wondering why you're so strict with me, Henry. I don't understand it. I mean, I think I've only been able to shop for myself once in the past 3 years.
Yeah, that's right. And I let you pick out any pair of shoes that you wanted, didn't I?
Henry, we were shopping at a resale store. My selection was all of used shoes that other people had worn down.
And just why in the world does every little thing you own need to be new, huh? It's not like any of the shoes were busted or had holes in them or anything like that.
I know, but it can be a bit wearying having only used clothes to choose from every day. I would actually love to work and earn a little money for myself, then I wouldn't have to rely on you as much.
Well, the answer is no. You aren't allowed to work. If I let you do that, then I know the house would just fall apart. And that would just cause problems for me now, wouldn't it? Basically, you would be doing less work around the house and spending all your money on yourself instead of putting it back into the house.
I don't get it. It's not like me working is going to end up taking money away from you. I don't get how you lose in any of this. It's not like I won't stop trying to save money where possible, but it will just make that a lot easier if we have more money to spend in the first place.
That logic doesn't even make sense. How is having more money to spend going to help you save even more? It just doesn't add up. You're clearly just wanting to get out of your wifely duties. It's true that you working won't affect my salary, but considering all the damage it will do to my home life, it's still a loss for me. Besides, we make enough money with just my salary. And finally, I don't know what place would ever want to hire a useless woman like you to go and work for them.
Henry, I don't think that's fair. I mean, I was already working before we were even dating, remember? It's not like I've never had a job before. Why don't you think I'd be able to find one?
Of course I know that. You think I don't remember meeting you while we were working together? But here's what else I can tell you. After you left, not a single thing changed around the company, so you actually weren't nearly as valuable as you thought you were.
And so you're just going to make me spend the rest of my life in these rags that I own?
If your clothes are that bad, I saw the thrift store toss out some bags in the dumpster. Maybe you can go dive around there for something new to wear, but don't complain about that to me. 1 month later. Hey, I was messaging you all throughout my lunch break. Why weren't you answering me, huh? Don't tell me that you were slacking off again or went somewhere without your phone after we've talked about this.
I'm sorry, Henry. I'm just really not feeling good, so I sat down to take a little nap.
Did you seriously just tell me that? I just said that you had better not be slacking around the house and not cleaning up. What is the matter with you?
It's not that I'm goofing off or something like that. I feel really sick, and I can't do work around the house right now. I don't know. I'm thinking that I should go and see a doctor about this. I really don't feel good.
Why on earth would I take you to the doctor when I can just buy you some fever tablets or whatever it is from the store on the way home?
I already took some medicine that we had around the house, but I still don't feel any better. Even when I was lying down, I had to prop myself up against a wall because lying down made my head spin. I really don't know how much more of this I can take.
Oh, don't worry about it. I know just how much you can and can't take. You're doing fine. You can still work, so quit whining.
Please, Henry, I'm in a lot of pain and discomfort. I don't think this is just some common cold or something. I really think that we should let a doctor take a look at me.
And I just told you that the answer is no. Besides, doctors cost money, and I know you're just doing this to get out of doing your chores.
You can't be serious about this, right, Henry? I really don't think this is something that's just going to pass by after a few days. I have a really bad feeling about whatever it is making me so sick. I really have to see a doctor.
And just how do you know about what you have when you're not a doctor, huh? What makes you think you can diagnose yourself like that? I've made up my mind, and nothing is going to change it. You're not going to go and see any doctor on my watch. Got it?
You mean you're really too cheap to even take your own wife to the doctor when she's feeling like this?
Call it what you want, but if you want any kind of medicine, then it's going to be what is cheap and available at the store. Got it?
So you're telling me that you're just going to deny me the medical treatment that I'm saying that I need? I am a person. I have rights, you know. You don't own me.
Excuse me? Just who do you think that it is that pays for the roof over your head, the clothes you're wearing, or the food you eat? Huh? You're nothing without me.
Honestly, I know families that are more attentive to their pets when they're not feeling good.
Well, that's because a pet probably does something for the family, like bring them joy, which is a far cry from what I can say about you.
I don't get it. If this is the way that you're going to treat the person you married, then why did we even get married in the first place?
Well, I don't know about you, but I just needed someone who would cook and clean for me without me having to pay them. And I wanted someone who I could keep in the house and would always listen to what I had to say.
You're kidding me. Is that all I am to you? I guess I was always hoping that you'd just change one day. But I see now that I've been the fool this whole time.
I really can't believe that you're even making me have this conversation with you. But if you have all the time to be texting me, then get back to cleaning the house. The next day. Hey, Jane, where are you right now? Why is the house a complete mess right now? Huh? It doesn't look like you've done a single thing here all day.
Well, that's because I haven't done anything at home all day, and that would be because I'm not there right now.
So, then you're skipping out on your chores? How many times have we talked about this? And there's a bill from the doctor here. Is that where you went?
Yes, I did go to the doctor to have him take a look at me.
Even after I told you not to? You wasted my money like that? Who do you think you are? You're gonna pay for this.
Oh no, the only one who is going to pay for this is you, you lousy piece of crap.
Excuse me? Seriously? Just who do you think you are right now talking to me like that, huh?
For better or for worse, I think that I'm your wife, Henry.
What are you doing right now? Why are you acting like this? You can't talk to me this way.
I can and I am. I have had just about enough out of you. You are always going around telling me what I can and can't do like I'm some sort of slave. But if you really want the house cleaned and dinner cooked for you, then you can do it yourself.
Jane? Is this really you? You've never ever talked to me like this before.
Of course it's me. Just how many times are you going to make me repeat myself, huh?
Did you hit your head or something? Why are you acting this way towards me? Because if you think you're going to get your way by talking to me like this, it isn't going to work.
You really have no idea what you're talking about at all, do you, Henry?
That's rich coming from an unemployed, useless housewife like you, Jane.
You might have a point there. If it weren't for the fact that abused wives can claim quite a bit in alimony when they divorce their husbands.
Abuse? Are you out of your mind? I haven't laid a single finger on you. How have I been abusive?
Oh, please, you know exactly what you've done to me. You do it to me every day. But don't worry if you're forgotten. I keep a diary with all the horrible things that you've said to me and made me do. Not to mention all the secret cameras I had installed that have recorded all that you've done.
What do you mean you installed cameras in our home to watch me?
I mean just that. For example, you remember yesterday when I was sick in bed, right? You came home and started throwing things at me while I could hardly move. You can bet that I'll be suing for that and more. So I hope you're ready to be taken to the cleaners, Henry.
Sue me? Now I know that you really are crazy. You can't do that to me because you can't live without me. You know that.
What I know is that when I have all your money, I won't need you for anything ever again, Henry. It'll give me time to find a new place to live, start a new job, and take care of any other expenses I might have. I already told you that I didn't need you to live or work. You were the one that needed me.
You have no idea what you're talking about at all, Jane. For these past 3 years, you've just gotten used to leeching off of me.
You think that this is how I want to live? You think that this is what I pictured my life to be like when you and I got married? But that's rich that you think I'm a parasite. You literally said you wanted someone you didn't have to pay to take care of all your needs and do the things you didn't want to have to do. You've been the one leeching off of my kindness and generosity and hard work. You have no idea how patient I've been with you.
How dare you call me a leech when you don't contribute a single cent to this house? All you do is take and spend and give nothing back in return.
Is that the best defense you have for yourself? That your wife doesn't contribute anything because she was too busy working herself to the bone to keep the house clean? Or am I the leech because you refuse to let me go out and find a job? No matter what excuse you try to come up with, all the blame circles back to you, and there is nothing that you can do about it. I'd recommend looking for a good divorce lawyer before you hear from me next. I had actually taken a bus to my hometown and asked my parents if I could stay with them for a while I got through my divorce with Henry. In the end, I was able to sue him for basically everything he had and more. Henry had to go deep into debt to pay the full amount he was charged with. After that, rumors of just how abusive he had been began to circle around his work, and soon he didn't have a single friend in the office. It probably didn't help that most of the management and his boss were all women who were disgusted by how he treated me. Henry couldn't stand the shame, and so he ended up quitting his job. Although he couldn't ask his company for a reference given what his bosses knew about him. I have no idea where Henry is now, but last I heard he had moved into a tiny apartment and was working multiple part-time jobs just to keep up with the rent and his loan payments. It's a good thing that he's so good at saving money, though. As for me, I took some time to recover with my family, who were all very supportive after what I had been through. I used the money from Henry to do exactly what I said. I moved to a new state, moved into a new apartment, and found a new job, and turned over a new leaf. I don't know what the future has in store for me, but after what I've been through, I'm sure that I can handle it. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.